Hello everyone, it's Yvette from Polished After 60. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you're new to my channel, I discuss topics for the more mature woman, typically over the age of 60, and I discuss topics such as fashion, style, beauty, makeup, lifestyle tips, so just a little bit of everything. So if you think you're interested in these kinds of topics, please consider subscribing to my channel. So I'd like to also send out a shout out to a few of my subscribers who have been kind enough to send me comments. Rita, Deanna, Diana, and Debbie, thank you so much for taking the time to send me a comment. I really appreciate it. It makes my day. And today's topic, which is fragrance, is at the request of one of my subscribers, Dawn. She had noticed my array of fragrances on my vanity, and she wondered which of my fragrances are my favorites. So that's kind of hard, right? Because we have a variety of fragrances that we use for a variety of things that we do in our life, right? So I will try to narrow it down as much as I can, and we'll see what happens, okay? So in the beginning of this topic that we're discussing, I did want to just go over a little bit of information that I read about online. I know that when we go out to purchase a new perfume, typically we go into a store and there are aisles and aisles of fragrances for us to choose from. And if we're not careful, we can become overwhelmed. So what the suggestions are is that we go in the morning, that we don't wear any kind of fragrance that will compete with anything that we put on our skin to try, and that we take a little bit of time to look around and choose. They say not to try to go over 3 fragrances at once because it's just too much for your senses. It confuses you. Okay, and what they recommend doing is not to wear any fragrances. I'm not sure if I said that, but when you go into the store and you're thinking about a fragrance, you should spritz it on one of the blotters that they give you, okay? Wait a few minutes for that perfume to dry down, and then just waft that piece of paper, that blotter, just waft it in front of your nose to see if it's something that appeals to you. Okay, after you've done that, and before you go on to another fragrance, you should smell an article of clothing. That cleanses out your olfactory glands, and it cleans it out so that you're ready to smell the new fragrance, okay? And fragrances fall in 4 different categories. There's the fresh category, which usually has a lot of citrus in it. There's florals, which obviously are floral by nature. There's the spicy category that has vanilla and different spices and woods in it. And then there's the woody fragrance, and that is characterized by as if you were walking in the woods, that kind of feel to it, with a little bit of leather thrown in for good measure. Okay, so those are the 4 categories, and then a lot of what is done is that they combine categories. So you can have a fresh category combined with a floral, or a floral with a spice. Okay, so those are the 4 categories. And then once you go in and spray, waft it underneath your nose. If it's something that you think you like, then go ahead and spritz it on your forearm is what they recommend. They recommend spritz, don't touch, because if we touch that fragrance, even when we're applying it at home, what it does is it crushes the molecules. and it changes the fragrance, okay? So try not to touch it. Just spritz it, wait 10 or 15 minutes, then go in and smell and see if you like it, okay? And that's what you should do. Try to limit yourself to 3 fragrances and then choose which one you like, or if you like them all 3 and you can't afford to do it, go ahead and purchase them. Now we have Eau de Parfume and Eau de Toilette. And the difference in the two are the amount of oils, perfume oils that they put into the fragrance. Okay, so Eau de Parfume has more of the essential oils in it. And they say that Eau de Parfume is for yourself and for someone that is being invited in. You're inviting them in for a hug, you're inviting them in for a kiss. So it's a very, how do I say? It's for you and someone else, okay? Eau de Toilette disperses more, and those people around you can smell it more, all right? So if you want to make an entrance, and you want people to be able to smell you a little bit, not a lot, don't overdo it, ladies, because we've all been around those people that just, you know, go head to toe, and they give you a headache. You come out with a migraine after you talk with them for a little bit. So anyway, Eau de Toilette disperses more, and those people that are around you can smell it more easily than the Eau de Parfum, which is meant for yourself and for your loved ones. Okay, also, I know we're heading into the season where a lot of us sometimes purchase fragrances for our loved ones. I would say personally that unless you know that someone really likes a fragrance, you should maybe steer away from purchasing them perfume, because perfume is just such a, how do I say, it's kind of intimate, right? It's something that is different for everybody, and what you like may not necessarily be something that's someone else would like, okay? So try to steer away from it. I know that sometimes I have purchased perfume for my mom, and she is very sensitive, and it's nice for me, but it's too much for her, okay? So even with our close loved ones, unless you know that they really enjoy that perfume, try to steer away. Maybe give them a gift card so that they can go and purchase the perfume on their own, okay? Anyway, on to some of my favorites. So Dawn, I've got my glasses and I have my magnifying glass, because you know how it is. They make these fragrances sometimes so small. So I wanted to tell you whether they were Eau de Parfum or Eau de Toilette. So the perfume that I wear around the house after I bathe for my, for myself on a daily basis is CK1. It's a unisex fragrance. It smells very clean, and that's the one that I gravitate to most when after I've showered and I want to smell nice and clean, okay? So there you go. When I visit my grandchildren and we talk about having a signature scent, when I go visit my grandchildren, there is a specific scent that I use. And in some of my volunteer work, I also use that fragrance because I think it's a very calming and soft fragrance. It's by Philosophy, and even the name is beautiful. It's The Amazing Grace, and it's by Philosophy. It's a soft floral fragrance, and it's just lovely. And you know, I remember I have memories of scent sometimes brings to mind something, right? So when I smell cigar smoke, I immediately think of my grandfather. He didn't live close by, so he would visit once a year, maybe twice a year, and he was a cigar smoker. And whenever I smell a cigar now, I immediately go back to my time with my granddad, right? So I wanted to kind of recreate that with my grandkids, and I do it through fragrance. So whenever I go visit them, I wear Amazing Grace. And believe it or not, I was at their house last week and I got to visit them. And both of them, both my grandchildren, first my grandson said something about, Nana, I just love the way you smell, and it just made me feel so good. And then my little granddaughter, she's a little bitty one, she came and put her little arms around my waist, and she just hugged me and she says, Nana, I love the way you smell. And hopefully Amazing Grace will be here for a while. And whenever they smell that fragrance, if I'm not around, they'll think of their Nana. So those are the type of memories that we make when we use perfumes. So anyway, some of my other favorites are Shalimar, which is a classic. It's by Guerlien, and it's more of a sensual, if you will, fragrance. So I wear it on special occasions. Donna Karan's Cashmere Mist is another one that I love and I wear often. I don't know where my bottle of Armani's C is, but I do have that. I'm thinking I must have left it upstairs and I just noticed that I didn't have it. So I wear that one. I wear Ralph Lauren's Romance. So you see that most of my fragrances are florals. I also like Chanel's Allure. A lot of these fragrances are older fragrances, right? But those are the ones that I like. Marc Jacobs Sexy Amber is another one that I use. This is like my little travel bottle, but I have a larger bottle. And this is an old fragrance that I used to wear in my 30s. You know, we kind of go through stages in our life. This is Chloe's, what is it called? Narcisse. And it's very flowery. I wear it when I need a boost because it's just so beautiful. And this is an eau de toilette, so, you know, it disperses more. So those are some of my favorites. Estée Lauder's Sensuous is another one that I like. And I have a special one that has special meaning for me. It's True Love. I believe it's by Estée Lauder as well. My brother, when he was alive, used to gift me this perfume. So when I'm missing him, I smell it. Sometimes I put it on, sometimes I put it on my sheets just to remember him. So remember that when we wear our scents, it's for us and it's for those around us. And sometimes it will evoke memories of us. So think about that when you're choosing your perfumes. I hope you enjoyed today's topic. I'm very casual today. I'm wondering what you guys wear when you're around the house. I hope to put up some videos this week having to do with more fall fashions. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're interested in topics like these, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. Bye.